One nation, one election.
One nation, one election is a very problematic idea because, first of all, one nation, one election undermines the federalist and the diversity foundation of the nation. Because you're talking about each state having its own elections, each state having its own kind of various kind of sociocultural realities. That added a very diverse multiplicity dimension to the nation. Now that is going to be eroded with the concept of one nation, one election. Secondly, very, very importantly, I don't know how one nation, one election can be put into actualization in terms of logistics. India is the biggest democracy in the world in terms of population and in terms of maybe elections. How one nation, one election is going to materialize in terms of logistics, in terms of planning, in terms of overall kind of elections for the election commission, it'll be a nightmare. So in that way, I also find it very problematic logistically. Third problem with one nation, one election, it benefits the larger so-called national parties, because the greatness of Indian democracy is that it allows for lots of ideological variations, it allows for lots of regional parties, lots of different kind of political parties with different ideological inclinations exist, hundreds, maybe even thousands. So that being the case, the dominant kind of political parties, so for example, the central government, BJP, the Congress, these parties will get a lot of benefit because it caters to their kind of national inclination, while the regional parties, the local elections, our parties that stand for the true federalist ethos will be undermined and will get less publicity, less reach in the media, and that is also not a good thing for the very idea of India in its totality. So on these three levels, in terms of electoral diversity, in terms of number second, logistical nightmare, and number third, in terms of the dominant political parties taking much more prominence, on these three levels, I hold that one nation, one election should not be done, and it goes against the very multiplicity of the nation.
JB.
JB.